You didn't start an e-commerce business to spend your evenings manually updating spreadsheets or to constantly put out fires because your inbox is overwhelmed with support requests. And right when you are dealing with that, your inventory falls out of sync across your sales channels. We recently worked with a mid-sized British retailer facing this exact scenario. On the front end, their sales were thriving, but behind the scenes, their operations were descending into chaos. As this logic model shows, their sleek storefront on the left was generating sales smoothly, but that data was crashing into a tangled, chaotic web of disconnected Shopify apps, spreadsheets, and emails on the right. Their team was losing 40 hours every single week just trying to match stock levels and field basic order inquiries. The shift happened when they implemented a deliberate AI automation roadmap. Within 3 months, they achieved a 60% reduction in manual tasks, a result driven by the specific operational architecture we're going to break down now. For growing UK brands, managing manual operations becomes a hard ceiling to scaling revenue. Pushing yourself and your team to work harder is no longer the solution. The biggest misconception in retail right now is that AI is just a basic customer service chatbot you plug into your website. Real AI automation functions as an invisible operational layer. Looking at this architectural blueprint, you can see how this layer sits squarely between your storefront and your backend systems. It instantly untangles those chaotic data lines to multiply your team's impact. The first pillar of this architecture is smarter support. This node acts as an intelligent filter for incoming noise, catching chaotic requests before they reach your staff. In most e-commerce businesses, up to 70% of customer queries are entirely routine, tracking updates, sizing questions, and return policies, all of which can be resolved automatically. This means your agents no longer draft responses from scratch. Instead, they simply review and approve AI-drafted, highly personalized replies for the complex issues that actually require human judgment. This aggressive filtering of routine noise allows your team to focus exclusively on high-value interactions, preserving the human element for the conversations where it matters most. Once support is streamlined, we have to look at the most significant time drain for a scaling business: back-end logistical operations like inventory management and dynamic reporting. This chart illustrates our second pillar, operational automation. An AI-enabled system monitors your cross-platform stock across Shopify and Amazon in real time. Before your inventory line bottoms out, the system anticipates a demand spike and automatically generates a purchase order. The system uses that same data to predict future demand spikes, automatically adjusting your pricing to protect profit margins during high-traffic periods. Because this architecture is bespoke, it builds custom dashboards that fit your specific business logic, completely removing the friction of rigid, off-the-shelf software. Operational automation transforms your logistics from a reactive, manual time drain into a proactive, self-regulating engine, which leads to the final pillar, hyper-personalization at scale. Modern consumers have a strict expectation that brands already know exactly what they want. As this diagram shows, the invisible AI layer continuously scans complex purchasing behavior across your entire customer base. It instantly transforms anonymous users into detailed, unique profiles based on their specific habits. It uses this behavioral data to automatically trigger tailored email campaigns and dynamic product recommendations, all without human intervention. Compare the outdated method of sending a single generic newsletter to 10,000 people against the AI-enabled reality of sending 10,000 unique, highly targeted offers simultaneously. Scaling personalization through this operational layer shifts your brand's marketing from a defensive manual task to an offensive revenue-generating strategy. Ultimately, building this technological roadmap is about one primary goal: protecting a founder's most valuable asset, time. Installing this operational architecture does not strip the human element away from your brand. By reducing your manual workload by 60%, your commercial team is finally given the space to focus exclusively on strategy, growth, and the creative work that drives your business forward. If you are a UK business owner feeling the intense friction of manual operations, the solution is building a smarter system, not working harder. At Zev IQ AI, we are the dedicated architects who build these custom, AI-enabled operational layers specifically for e-commerce brands. To see how this roadmap applies directly to your store, click the link in the description to book a strategy call with us today. Let's automate the noise and scale your growth.